Especially in times like these, we believe that our music community is more important than ever, and that's why we wanted to introduce you to some of the fans behind your favorite fan accounts.
Hey guys, I'm April and I'm a Justin Bieber fan. I discovered one of Justin's YouTube covers back in late July 2007. I never had an artist that I was like, that is my artist, that's who I support 100%. And then I found Justin's cover and I thought, I really like the way this kid sings it. He's got a cute voice, he was pretty cute. And back then my mum was like very strict with social media, so like YouTube was like the only thing I could kind of go on. I couldn't actually go and follow him on MySpace or anything like that. So there was a bit of a patch where I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't actually think he was going to become famous, not being rude. And then One Time came out and I was like, this kid sounds really familiar. And then I looked it up again and I was like, oh my God, that's the kid I was watching, a year or two ago, and here he is now. And I've just followed him ever since. I've seen Justin 3 times in concert. My first ever concert was the My World Tour. My first ever experience of any concert ever was Justin. Believe Tour, by far, Believe Tour. I don't know what it is, but I think it was just like every concert had the same energy, but for me the Believe Tour, like, that is my favorite album. I loved all the outfits that he changed through, and the whole setting of Believe Tour, the stage itself, like everything for me was just like, I would go back to that tour 1,000 times over. Justin, I would have loved to have seen XXXTentacion and probably Demi Lovato again. I've seen Demi before and her voice live is literally mind-blowing and I would love to see her again. Tiger in October of last year. That was like the last concert that I went to, a festival kind of thing after that, which was called R&B Fridays, which is just like where our like national radio station bring all these like old 90s to 2000s artists come out and they do one big concert. So that was the last one I did, and that was in November. My all-time favorite song by Justin is actually an unreleased song that he posted a 15-second snippet on Instagram back in 2014. It's called Thick or Thin and it features Pooh Bear, one of his friends. But my favorite released song by Justin is As Long As You Love Me. That's probably the most meaningful song for me. I don't know why, it's just always been my favorite by him and it hasn't changed. I've been trying to get Drew merch for like a year, and then I got on their website one day and I was like, I bet it's all going to be sold out, and this was the only thing that the t-shirt that they hadn't sold out of. It's a clothing line that he can be himself through, and I think that's really cool, and I do like it. I do like the shirt, so I'm hoping to get more, but because of the time zones, 11 a.m. for them is like 4 a.m. for me, and I don't really want to wake up at 4 a.m. to buy clothes. Once like the artist comes on the stage and the lights go down and the music starts, you all kind of come together as one big thing, and it doesn't matter. No one's going to judge you. Everyone is just accepting of you. Yeah, one of my best friends I met through my Instagram account. It's been like 2 years and we play PlayStation, we FaceTime all to get like together all the time, and there's a lot of different people that I've met. It's just really cool that you meet different people, you can learn what their day-to-day life is, what their culture is, what they like and dislike, and so I have met quite a few people and I think it's really fun. Pretty much any of my friends, all my friends are pretty much up for a good time. Yeah, I have like one go-to friend that I'm like, this person's coming to Australia, you want to come with? And they're like, yeah, and then we kind of organise it. Number one would probably be the Cool Tape by Jaden Smith, the first one, when he released it, I think 2012. That is, to this day, still an album I can listen to back to back. Believe by Justin. Third would probably be 17 by XXX. Sweet and Sour, which features Tiger. It's a bop. It's a radio hit. What's Poppin'? The remix with Justin and Pop Star is definitely in my head at the moment. I thought it was really, really cool. I did kind of have a feeling that when he did that live and he was like showing all the necklaces and he's like, oh, I'm doing a music video. At first I thought, oh, maybe he's doing a music video for Falling For You with Jaden Smith. But then I was like, but that vibe doesn't really kind of connect. And then I remember that Drake did that one verse. It was like, doesn't get that big without a Bieber face. And I'm like, maybe he's going to kind of just pop in for that one line. But I didn't expect for him to be in the whole like music video. So it was cool. It was a bit of a like flashback to 2014, but it's like definitely a healthier and more mature Justin. With the Believe tour, 8 days before the concert, I had a very serious surgery on my hip. So like I couldn't actually walk or anything. My surgeon said, you're not going to that concert. I was like, yeah, watch me. So I learned how to like wheel around in a wheelchair, and I managed to go to that concert. I'd been waiting months and months, so we got tickets months before my operation. We got to the concert and I was on the news. And I think that was just because I was in a wheelchair and they were like, oh, let's just kind of put her on the news. It's really weird how like I was in a wheelchair and I had a lot of people come up to me and like kind of feel sorry, or like I had one lady give me her VIP pack merch. She was like, I just bought this so I can meet Justin. I don't actually want any of the merch and you can have it. And I was like, thank you, like that was really cool, and I still have that. I think just don't take like things seriously. I mean, you know, you hop on Twitter and there's always beef on Twitter. I don't use Twitter as much because of the beef, but I think at the end of the day, you're like, everyone's here to support their fave, you know, kind of just focus on that and, you know, worry about like getting their music on the charts and whatnot, instead of like worrying about their own, like their personal life, when really that doesn't really involve us.